Now here I go again, making another video, So it's another educational, everything I kick is educational. So I was telling people about people's psychology, right? Now one dude told me, he's highly intelligent. There's nothing wrong with the way he thinks. And I agree with him. I said, you're right. I see you as a highly intelligent person. But this is the same person. So then I asked him, I'm going to let you be the judge on whether he's highly intelligent or not. So I asked him, I say, is shit nasty? He says, yeah. I asked him, would you eat shit? He said, no. I asked him, would you stick your tongue in the toilet and eat out of the toilet? He says, no. But then I tell him, the butthole, this is a person who eat ass. I say the butthole was specifically designed to expel shit and gas and fecal matter. So why do you stick your tongue in a woman's asshole? Right? Stick his tongue in the shithole. Highly intelligent. Now I'm gonna let you judge. How intelligent he is. So I spoke to that nigga, talked with him. That's one of the things we talked about. And he had no response to that. But then I tell him, like I was saying yesterday, my thing is not to, go to war with people or fight with people or none of that. My shit is just simple. It's just about following the law. And that's all that this shit was about from day one, about trying to encourage people to follow the law. Whether I can encourage you by explaining this stuff to you simple, or whether I got to encourage you to follow the law by reporting you and having the police lock your ass up. At the end of the day, you go follow the law. The same way that they do the niggas in the hood. The same way that they, claim that blacks got to follow the law. And they exploit the black youth in the community. You professional white women, go fucking follow the law. Nurses and shit. Y'all go follow the fucking law, whether you like it or not. And one of the things that's going on with me is, see, my brother, he got direct evidence on them too. He could get their jobs taken also. But he don't. But when it comes to attacking his brother, they all in agreement on attacking me. But they all ain't in agreement on reporting these little white bitches that associate with these dope boys, these little professional nurses sucking dope boy dick, middleman and dope, introducing their friends and family to dope boys to get discounts, cheaper dope. They not in agreement on reporting these people to the law because, like I said before, they traffic and control substances. They associate with people who traffic and control substances. They middleman and control substances. They cannot be nurses in Ohio. They lose their license for that shit. But nobody cares. Nobody wants them to lose their license because they perceived as upstanding citizens. They talk proper and nice, and they went to college for all them years. Now here I am trying to get into college. They won't let me into college, right? Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody gives a fuck that Ronald can't get into college and better his life. Nobody gives a fuck that the police was setting Ronald up, trying to use Ronald. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Ronald deserves that because he's a black man, and they can use him. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody gives a fuck about them taking advantage of Ronald, exploiting Ronald, locking Ronald up for telling Ronald he can't associate with certain people when Ronald was on probation. So all the white people was in agreement, and the blacks too, some of the blacks too. They always, but especially the white nurses and shit, they always in agreement that if the law says you can't be around the people while you're on probation, then you're not allowed to be around the people. So now I'm all in agreement saying, well, the law says you ain't allowed to hang around a motherfucking dope boy as a nurse. When you was licensed to practice nursing medicine in Ohio, nurses and doctors, y'all ain't allowed to hang around dope boys. You ain't allowed to introduce y'all friends to dope boys. You ain't allowed to middleman dope. You ain't allowed to do none of that. Now, I'm in agreement on that. Then they get mad. So then they go hide behind my brother. Because like I told you, like, I got the motherfucking cheese. I got the cheese and the bread. I don't need to go to the rat. The rat gonna come to me. Because I have the cheese and the bread. So, but when they hide behind him and protect him, and he protects them. But I got to bear the elements. I got to bear the earth, wind, water, fire, and every goddamn thing. But he's going to shelter them because they got white skin. So it's programmed in his head, protect this professional white woman by any means. This is how the system has programmed people over the years. A lot of people will laugh it off, right? But my camera don't really record that long, so I can't really go into too much detail about how the system did it. I'll break it down to you. Very fucking simple on how they did it with generation after generation after generation. I'll break it down to you. But since they cool with him and his friends and let him sell dope and let him make money, he cool with it. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the behaviors that they showing. It's all acceptable. But when it comes to Ronald trying to go to college, and the law say he allowed to go to college, they even associate people that deny him his right to go to college. That tell you what. Now, if my brother was to go snitch on them motherfuckers, just snitching on reporting them for doing something that they ain't got no business doing, they wouldn't associate with him. They wouldn't associate with me if I snitch on one of their friends and family, one of their little nurse worker friends for hanging around people that sell controlled substances, for middleman and controlled substances. They wouldn't associate with me after that. But you associate with somebody that deny a person his constitutional civil right to go to college, get an education, and better himself. But you associate with that type of person. And no one sees nothing wrong with it. Nobody. So I sit back, I look at this shit. These is hits because this is like the foundation that I'm laying. Because when I run for my offices and shit, and when I support people and back people who run for public office, this is the foundation. I'm going to show y'all. I never waver on this shit. I'm never going to waver on this shit. Never at all. Go waver on this shit. I'm not going to compromise with a motherfucker. And I'm not going to sacrifice none of my beliefs to get elected in office.